So I'm gonna try out a game on my computer. This is a first for me. I always had a problem with stuttering, but I think I worked it out on the computer where it should work out a lot better now. Just had to switch around some settings and make it work a bit better. But anyway, this is called Chasing the Static. I saw it on itch.io, but I ended up seeing it again on Steam, and that's where I ended up downloading it. It's a demo horror game, I believe. But yeah, give it a try here. My first time doing it on a computer, so if anything goes wrong, well, I'd have to redo a few bits. But hopefully everything will go well here. Okay, looks like everything's recording. All right. Hey, no littering. Graphics are actually pretty cool. Oh. Probably should have those on while driving. I'm just gonna stare at the floor while I'm driving. Oh, coffee? Sometimes you just need some caffeine. Kind of interesting. The graphics look like really smooth, but kind of retro at the same time. Oh, I didn't even see that. Ah, road map. Good idea. Thought that was taking a while. Ooh. That's cool. Anything else? Ah,
The battery's dead.
I'm actually doing it on controller, so hopefully there won't be any glitches with that. I'll switch over if I have to, though. I'm using an Xbox 360 controller, and it looks like a lot of games, it's actually programmed pretty well for controller where like left stick is run. All day breakfast, $2.99. 2.90. Oh, 2.99 pound is pretty cheap for a fry up. Oh yeah, I think this is set in Wales, I recall. I'm just gonna run around looking at stuff first. Ooh, bicycle. What happens if I do this? Whoa. Oh, did it flip me to the other side? I bet it did. Yeah, boundary line. Not really the weather for ice cream. True, true. Should check out the cafe first. Anything from the trunk? No? A weathered old menu with illegible writing.
Christ alive!
Huh?
You almost gave me a heart attack. Let me guess. Got lost in the storm?
Are you still open?
Sorry to barge in. You're still open, right?
Kitchen's closed, but we have all the coffee you could want. You don't sound like you're from around here.
No. I mean, I used to be. Long time ago.
Where are you headed anyway?
Yeah, Nara's an interesting name.
You know, conversation is normally a two-way thing.
That's good.
I'm, headed east. Oswestry.
Oh, so do you want the good news or the bad news first?
Rip it like a band-aid.
Okay, go on. Hit me with the bad news first.
Fearless. I like it.
Yeah.
Well, you missed the turning. It's like half an hour back the way you came.
Ooh.
Good news is I know the way. We'll be headed that way myself soon anyway. Hang about and I'll show you the way, if I can bum a lift.
Sure. To be honest, I could do with the company.
Wasn't looking forward to cycling in this rain anyway.
Oh, that's her bike.
Nothing creepy though. I'll kick your ass if you try anything.
Hey, I'm just relieved to be off that road. Where are we, anyway?
Welcome to the Last Stop Cafe. Best coffee this side of the A5. Don't get a lot of customers these days though. Oh yeah, help yourself to coffee. I'll be done in 5.
Nice. start mopping the floor.
So I never caught your name.
Oh, it's Chris.
Chris. Right. Nice and simple.
Yeah. It was my dad's name. My grandfather too.
Oh, wow.
My parents weren't exactly ones to break tradition.
Well, it's nice to meet you, Chris. I'm Anera.
I used to know someone called Anera. It means winter, right?
It's coffee.
Close. Winter is Giaf. Anera translates to snow.
Ah.
Oh, my Welsh is a little rusty.
Hey, I'm impressed. Most English folk can't even read the road signs.
Well, neither can I, apparently.
So what brings you to this neck of the woods?
Well, I buried my dad today.
Oh, shit. I'm sorry.
Oh, it's fine. We didn't exactly see eye to eye.
Yeah, my dad left when I was 6. Turned up 10 years later wanting to play Happy Family. I still get calls from him. Not that I ever answer.
Family, eh?
I'll be finished up soon, then we can hit the road.
How do I actually get the coffee then? Oh. Oh, duh. You can tell I'm not really much of a coffee drinker. I don't need the loo right now. Nice. How do I drink? Ah, there we go.
Oh, could you deal with that? Just mess with the dial until it finds a signal again.
She is busy. Cool that they put, it's kind of like, reminds me of Resident Evil being to investigate all the little stuff like that. Oh.
Again, that's the second time this week.
Hold on, I've got a lighter here somewhere.
Oh. So, on the controller, it's Y for lighter. I'll have to read that later.
See, this is why I love smokers. You wouldn't mind taking a look, would you? Fuse boxes in the back.
Okay, I guess.
Last time I was waiting 4 hours for an electrician.
Yeah, that's the thing about, like, living in a rural area. You can take that much longer. Oh, I see. It's through this back.
So, what am I looking for here?
There's a fuse box in the kitchen.
Kitchen. Right.
I wonder if there's a... Yeah, I can't read the journal. I'll just do the test. Okay, looks like it's the first and last.
Hey, Naira, a bunch of these fuses are fried.
Should be some spares in there somewhere.
Ah, here we go. Oh, I like that inventory sound. Very Resident Evil-like. Or, Silent Hill, if that's your preference. What we got? Ah, inventory. That's cool.
And the fuse is dead. Dead.
Okay, so I gotta move this one.
Hey, no need to thank me or anything. Naira?
Uh-oh. Whew.
What the?
Oh my goodness. That's good. The heck? Do you have a blackout? Okay. Anything else? I'm just gonna have a look around real quick. See if there's anything else. Some sort of tape player. I'm just gonna have a look. Oh, I broke her bike. Oh no. Yeah, not seeing anything new out here. Now he's focused on the road. Kinda odd. There was a little glitch that was happening actually where it didn't, on the controller, it didn't want to let me look around. But I found an odd fix where I was able to wiggle the mouse and it would actually start looking with the controller as well. So just a little glitch, might not even be in the game itself, could be Steam configuring it wrong or something. But just thought I'd mention that. Oh, that's weird. The controller wasn't working for that bit. Oh, there it goes. That was weird. Huh. Is it still dead? Oh! Whew! Oh. Take off your eyes off the road for one moment, and then you're in a horror game. Okay. Oh. I guess no time better than... I wonder how long this is. Okay, not too long. Yeah, I think I'll read this. Looks cool. To whom it may concern, packed into the pages of this book you will find my life's work, a means with no end, a fruitless garden, 30 years of questions with no answers. I fear that these questions, juxtaposed with concepts so foreign they can drive a man insane, will never find their answers. Much like my own hollow ambitions, some things never come to fruition. I only hope that these tattered pages may serve to prove that we are more than ourselves, and that our perception of reality is merely a veil over which our own ideals and hunger to understand this world. I have many regrets. The garden is not one of them. The first day. I remember the first day like it was only yesterday, so full of ambition and wonder, the opportunity to work on something truly life-changing. We were grouped into 3 research teams, where I was heading up Field Team 1, the second field team by Dr. Williams, and the third team were based in the facility with Dr. Kuznetsov, I think, at the helm. The site carried an air of apprehension to its ground, a feeling of helplessness in the face of the unknown. But we were people of science, specialists in our field, and it just so happened that field was one of the sodden... and it just so happened that field was one of sodden marshland in northern Wales. Precautions were in place, appropriate fail-safe measures established, and for all intents and purposes, we were safe. For now. Shelter. The concrete hive of ambition. A bittersweet turnaround for what was once gleamed as the town's last vestige, should the war turn sour. We kept the door ajar for the first few weeks, the overbearing stench of fresh masonry paint did no favors for the already dank corridors and stagnant air. Rooted under the lands like a great oak, the bunker sprawled across the containment zone. The perfect halfway house between affected sites. Some of the world's greatest scientific minds were here now, confined to steel desks in a tomb of cinder. There's some really good use of English language with this. Laid to rest. It wasn't long before the first incident. My heart hangs heavy for those we have lost. There's something about this place that weighs on you, a creeping sense of dread slowly bleeding into despair. After the second incident, the Institute must have recognized something was wrong. Fresh boxes of supplies arrived days after. The water was somewhat sweeter than before. We thought nothing of it, of course. We were naive. Did they poison the water? I know now the supplies are laced with lithium. Oh. Improved mood. Just enough to take the edge off, but not to cloud our judgment. Should I tell them? Is that responsible? It's been 2 weeks since the last incident. Maybe this is for the best. The village of Perth. Perth was like a time capsule. A once thriving village turned ghost town in a matter of weeks. A fitting descriptor, if a little histrionic. Our team has had more sightings here than any other, likely due to unholy amount of lives lost to the contamination. An impurity of the mind, that's what we call it. The same sickness that has now taken the lives of 3 of my protégés. It has spread like wildfire, fueled by the closed-minded culture this village had bred through generations. Many did not heed the warning. Many refused to leave. Some say they're still here. You can feel them. Site B. Bravo site. There's something about this room, a chill that washes over you as you step through the door. Situated in the oldest building in the village, there's history here, a lot of it. These glimpses into time, echoes of past conversations, they tell a story, but their narrative is fractured. Like a house with no mortar, with little semblance of cohesion, we establish soon comes crashing down in a muddled heap at our feet. Side A, Alpha, the outlayer of the 3 sites. The Alpha site has been our most reliable source of quantitative data, with frequent, almost predictable readings across the board. A now bustling roadside cafe, now a forgotten memory. The echoes here are muddled, disjointed snippets of the conversation's past. We have reason to believe the cafe itself may be the source, although this theory has its own contradictions. Continued study is necessary. Is that the cafe we were just at? Maybe? Maybe that's an echo from the past? Site C, Ground Zero. The crater was some 18 feet wide, the neighboring ground still painted. Withering skeletons of dead trees surrounded the scar, a stark contrast to the dense woodland that littered the rest of the containment zone. The celestial substance had been moved, of course, long since secured in facility and shrouded in concrete. However, this site remains tainted, a constant reminder of cause and effect. I fear Dr. Baines might be right. It seems the anomalies are growing. The Echo Garden. The Echo Garden, a purpose-built containment facility run by Dr. Kuznetsov, housing the celestial anomaly. Built in the summer of '82, 1 year prior to our arrival, these towering walls of concrete and steel were engineered with one directive: to secure and contain. Situated 2 miles from Ground Zero and perpendicular to sites A and B, the Echo Garden was built in an attempt to shelter the anomaly and study its effects in isolation. There are multiple fail-safe measures in place should an incident occur in the facility, with an automated lockdown initiating upon a containment breach. Thankfully, we have not yet needed to test these measures. And that's the last page, but there's a few ripped out of it apparently. Ah, 2 paths. Guess we'll go right. What is this? Mushroom. What? Huh. Okay, so there is a path, scan testing. Wonder if both paths lead here. I'm gonna check this way real quick, I'm curious. Maybe it's all the same thing. No? That's unexpected. I wasn't expecting it to be this twisting. I think this is where I initially came from. Yeah. I might check that other path real quick. I'm just really curious. I'm all about any collectibles or some such that might be hiding around. I'm betting you have to go both directions either way. See what we have over here now. A bunker. Interesting. Ooh. Well. There's a hexagonal fixture in the center of the door mechanism. Oh, do we need a hexagonal handle? Very Resident Evil. That opened. Huh. Oh, this doesn't seem like a good idea. Wow, this is a little bit more open than I thought it was. I'm guessing I'm supposed to follow the green though. Ooh.
Oh, God. Oh, that smell.
Please stay dead. Twelve 10/1998. I imagine 1998. Time 2:37. Dr. Nisha Baines. Bearing 53 to 4.2. Location, roadside cafe in Woodland, quarantine zone, Site A. Strong displacement, singular source, clear audible chatter, further study advised. 88 to 88.9 clear, 89 to 89.9 clear. Okay, so she's given different like ranges there. 90 moderate displacement, 2 sources, indistinct audible chatter, multiple entities, clear, 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 clear. 97 to 97.9, weak displacement, 2 sources, indistinct audible chatter. Interesting. Can I not hold on to that? No. I don't trust you. Anything else here? Don't look like it. What do we have here? I can't get much of anywhere without the oars. I'm curious if they're nearby or if it's a completely separate area. What is this? Oh. Site B observational report, day 16, Thursday, 24th September 1992. Sightings 2. Sighting 1. Time 6:36. Overcast, light rainfall, precipitation 100, humidity 89%, wind 17 miles per hour, clarity poor. Outside village store on which lane. Description, humanoid appearance, dark translucency, observed at distance, sighting 2, time 1612. Remainder of the note is illegible. Ew. Oh, that's nice. Nothing to say about that, alright. Oh, I still have the handle. That's interesting. Oh, that's cool. There's so if you're using the controller, it looks like there's a little shortcut where if you press up, it turns the light on. I'm just gonna check out one last area before I go in there. Oh, maybe, no. Yeah, I think I didn't go all the way this way. Unless this was the part that just loops around. No, there's something going this way. Like I said, it's probably a case where you eventually go the other way anyways, but I'm just really curious. Oh, what? Back to a cafe. Interesting. I have this weird feeling like we might be able to come back here for like playing something on the tape recorder otherwise. I'm just gonna double check to see if anything new popped up like walking down the road here. Okay, well, now I know. Well, we'll go to the bunker then. Looking down in case there's any other random document. Nah. Let's head into the cold. Oh man, they're gonna cut it off there. It does seem really cool and really well done. The animations are really fluid. The voice acting was actually really good, and I kind of like the blend between like how smooth it is, but having like kind of old style graphics. The facial movements for like lips are moving like they're drawn instead. I really actually kind of like it. Um Yeah, there weren't really too many scares yet in this game, but just through the things they've already shown, definitely shows a lot of potential. I definitely would look forward to trying out the full version when it's done. This definitely gave a good little flavor of what is to come. I look forward to seeing what they actually do with it fully. There's a few last minute thoughts I have to the game overall after having a few days and editing through it that I would just like to mention. I have to say that the user interface was quite excellent. It felt really easy to use and very intuitive overall. And the menu sounds remind me a lot of Resident Evil and Silent Hill, as I even mentioned in my playthrough, which I thought was pretty nostalgic, honestly. The voice acting felt very organic between the main character and Anera, like something you would hear in everyday life. Especially that part in the diner where he was suddenly sounded really tense, saying, "You don't have to thank me or anything." Like he was really worried that something had happened to her. I also think the glowing mushrooms were a nice touch, showing where you needed to go along the way. The documents indicate a deeper story with the scientists investigating some sort of phenomenon and some likely cataclysmic event that occurred. I really hope they keep building off of that because it sounds really interesting, and I look forward to further gameplay mechanics that might come out. Of course, they don't want to give everything all away at once with the demo. Like I said, there weren't a ton of scares yet, but there was a lot of tension. I kept feeling like something was going to happen or jump out at me. And even though nothing did, the fact that kept me a bit on edge was really nice work. The car crash got me pretty good, though. I was not expecting that and definitely startled me there. Um, And yeah, there's little things like I feel like you might return to some areas later to investigate a bit more, which I find kind of interesting. And well, we'll just see where it goes from there. Overall, I'm really optimistic towards the game, and I do think I'll be purchasing it when it fully comes out. So keep an eye out for Chasing Static news, and I look forward to looking into other games that Headwear Games might produce. But yeah, that's all I have to say. I hope you all have a good rest of your night or day, and I'll see you again soon.